20 years and changed because of different experiences I had was the venue and who I was working with. So the first 20 years, the vendor was strictly the meditation hall. And the people were strictly those who came to the meditation hall who wanted to learn Zen. That's what they were coming to do. That was it, see? It was an important 20 years. I learned a lot. I did different koan studies, different liturgical studies. I did a lot of different things. I learned a lot. And that was the folks that I was concentrating on. And then I had an experience 40 years ago in which I felt the hungry ghosts of the world. And at the same time, I had the sensation that they were just aspects of me needing to be fed. They were unsatisfied. They wanted love, or they wanted power, or they wanted food, or they wanted wealth, or they wanted knowledge, or they wanted fame. They wanted enlightenment. They wanted and wanted and wanted, and weren't being satisfied. At that moment, I realized those are all aspects of me, and I made a vow, an internal vow, to try to feed all those hungry spirits. So all of a sudden, the venue shifted from the meditation hall only to society, included the meditation hall, but the venue was now society. And the people that I was working with became all of everyone. It wasn't just the people coming to the center. And I realized that I didn't have any tools to do that. All my tools were for people who were coming to the Zen Center. That was a very select group. Had many tools there. But did I have tools to work with people in business, in social action, in the sports arena, in ashrams? I didn't know. I didn't know what to do. So that next 20 years was a period of learning new payas.
Brian, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Before we go on. In Buddhism, we say that it's like a big mitzvah. It's a big deal to raise the Bodhi mind. To want to awaken, but not for your own sake, but for the sake of others, for the sake of everyone. So when you look at yourself and when you look at all the many students you've met, who do you think has really, how many people have really come to you and said, I want to awaken really for the sake of everyone?
Very few. Very few. And I think it's somewhat natural. That is, you know, I've been talking about experiencing the oneness of life, the interconnectedness of life. There's a very famous Japanese tantric teacher, Kobadaishi, who lived in 500 AD in Japan. He started the tantric school of Buddhism. So it was a school of Buddhism using tantric methods to help experience the oneness of life. And he said that the way we can tell the depth of a person's enlightenment is how they serve others. So there's a couple of things important in that statement. One, he's saying that that enlightenment comes in stages. It can keep getting deeper and deeper. And what does that mean? and that we can see where we are in that arena by who we're taking care of. Because we tend to take care of ourselves. And so people coming to the practice are wanting to take care of themselves. They wanting to get themselves enlightened. Everything's about themselves. But as their experience of the oneness of life expands, imagine that this is, I talk about starting from the Big Bang. You got all this stuff going out, and that's all of us. It's the whole world, man. And we're connecting to some portion of it. If we're connecting only to the portion of that whole, we call Indra's Net, we'll talk about that later, but that cosmic energy, if we're connecting with that portion of that energy that's this body, that's the depth of my experience of interconnectedness, this body, and I want to serve that. I want to take care of that. So I look at all the things I need to do. I need to eat well. I need to meditate. I need to whatever. But it's all about me. So as that experience of interconnectedness spreads in more and more of this energy field, more and more of what is, and now that's me. Still, that's what I want to do. I want to help that group, and that can keep enlarging and enlarging. So to find somebody who's really wants to, is doing their practice for the whole world, that's rare. People like that exist. And if we could all name some people like that, but it's rare, in my opinion, I think that answers that.
Should we ask people if they want to ask some questions?
Yeah, we've thrown out a bunch of thoughts. I have. You might want to throw out some more stuff too, but out there, anyone want to ask something? Yeah. Oh, there's a hand. There's two hands. Can you come to a mic so that we can hear you?
There's a mic right there, Bernie.
Where? Yeah.